Hi children! Okay, I hope all of you are doing good this week. This week's topic is going to be Picasso and Cubism. So I'm sure you don't know what Cubism is, or maybe you have a rough idea, but I'm here to help you understand better about Cubism. And today I'm going to introduce the artist Pablo Picasso to you. Do you know who Pablo Picasso is? Well, if you do, that's great, okay? So, I'm going to talk about Pablo Picasso and a little bit about Cubism before we start today's artwork. Now, who is Pablo Picasso? Pablo Picasso is actually an artist, he's a painter and a sculptor. He was born in 1881 in Spain, okay? That's him. Now, he's really very famous. A lot of his artworks are being sold for like thousands of dollars. He's very popular all over the world. So he's no longer alive, if you can see. Okay, he died in 1973, but his works are still very popular all around the world. Okay, so a little bit more about Pablo Picasso. He is actually one of the artists behind the art movement Cubism. So Cubism itself, it is an art movement, meaning to say it's a style of drawing. Okay, so Picasso and a couple of other artists are actually behind this idea of Cubism. Later, I will explain to you what Cubism is. Alright, now a brief description of Cubism. Okay, Cubism is a style of art which allows to show all of the possible viewpoints of a person or an object all at once. Meaning to say, if I'm looking at a person, I can see his front view, his side view, and all of his top view all at the same time. Is that possible, children? It's not, right? But through art, you can actually make that possible, okay? So now, this type of drawing, this style of drawing is called Cubism because the items in the artwork look like they are made out of cubes. Do y'all know what cubes are? Okay, if y'all do not know what cubes are, okay, cubes are basically squares that look like this, otherwise known as boxes, okay? So these are cubes, okay, and other geometrical shapes, okay. Cubism was first started by Pablo Picasso and Georges Baruch, okay. We are not talking about Georges Baruch today. We're only going to talk about Pablo Picasso today, okay. So now in Cubism, there's two types, okay. Two types. For Picasso, he's very famous for his portraits. He has got a lot of portraits. Okay, so out of the many other portraits he has got, if you notice his work, they usually tend to have two common things. One, it looks like shattered glass. Okay, number two, it is a 3D drawing. It's a 3D image of a person. Now I'm going to show you two pictures now. Okay, first this one. What does this look like? If you're saying broken glass or shattered glass, you are correct. Okay, so now if you have ever seen glass break, I'm sure some of you would have seen it. Okay, if you have seen it before, you will know when you look into the reflection again, you will get different viewpoints. Okay, look at this picture. This lady is looking at the picture, but here she can see almost whole of her face. Over here just her eyes and her nose. Over this piece only her eyes. Over here her nose and her mouth. Over here just the top of her eyes and the hair. And over here only one eye. Actually this was one piece of mirror, right? So once you break in the center, you get this kind of different angles of the same person or same image. Similar to this picture, this glass is broken. You can't see where's the center of the breakage. Like this one you can see the center is here, but this one you can't tell where. But even then you can tell that the guy is actually looking into the mirror, but his face is reflecting differently in each piece of glass. Okay, so this is called shattered image or shattered glass. Alright, I'm going to move on to the next one. Okay, now this one is multiple views all at once, and then it has a slightly shattered image. Later I'm going to draw this and show you what I'm talking about. But meanwhile, look at this. This lady is looking at her side. This is the same lady but looking forward. Okay. Now I'm going to show you what I mean later. Okay. These are actually Picasso's original works. Okay. This one is called The Seated Lady. And this one is called The Weeping Woman. Okay. Now if you look at the seated lady, can you tell that her nose is at the side with her mouth and her neck? Okay. But look at her eyes. Both of them are on the side. Now let me ask you, when you turn to the left or the right, your side view, are both your eyes looking at the front? No, they're not. It's not possible, right? But through art, anything is possible. That's the beauty of art, because you can really play around with your imagination. Okay, so in this picture, she's actually looking at the side, but at the same time she's looking in front. And he also managed to catch some shadow on one side and no shadow on another side. Okay, it's a beautiful piece. And this one is my favorite by Picasso, The Weeping Woman. Now if you really look at this picture closely, you will realize that actually she's crying. She's holding a handkerchief in her hand and crying. Okay, and these are tears. Isn't it amazing how he managed to capture that? And look at how the picture of the handkerchief, it also has lines, and her mouth is on top of the handkerchief. Is that even possible? It's not, right? But through art, everything is possible. Now let's have a closer look at the Weeping Woman. Okay, when you look at the Weeping Woman, you can also see it's a side view, right? But again, two of her eyes are facing the front. How do you know she's sad? If I didn't tell you the title, you can still tell that she's sad, right? Now look at her eyebrows. Yeah, turning downwards. Okay, it gives you the image that she is upset. And this crying, you can tell that she's upset. Okay, now for Picasso, right, if you really have chance to go back home and maybe Google on your own, you'll realize that Picasso uses colors to express his feelings. If he's feeling sad that day, he's going to be using a lot of blue. In his artworks, when he uses blue, he's feeling sad. Actually, Picasso started using a lot of blue because one of his very close friends passed away, so he used a lot of blue in his artwork. Okay, so if you are going to be using a lot of blue because you're feeling sad, that's okay. Like for me, I when I'm feeling sad, I use a lot of purple. Okay, when I'm feeling happy, I use a lot of yellow and orange. So everybody has a different color to depict happiness, sadness, and so on. You are on your own. You do not need to check with your friend what colors they are using. Okay, don't worry, nothing is wrong for Cubism. Everything you do is correct. Now I'm going to show you what you are going to do today. Okay, now are you all ready? Okay, now today we will be doing yes, Cubist portraits. Do you all know what Cubist portraits are? Okay, remember the Weeping Woman I showed you earlier? Yes, those are examples of Cubist portraits. And who are you going to draw? Yes, you're going to draw yourself. Okay, so you're going to draw yourself in a cubist manner. Okay, that means your side may be on the front, your front may be on the side. Okay, I'm going to show you my example and a few other examples I've already done before, just to give you some kind of idea of what to do. Okay, don't worry, everything is correct for today's lesson. The only thing that you need to be very careful with is how big your drawing is. Okay, so can we start? Okay, now I'm going to take a piece of paper. Okay, for this work, I don't want you to use landscape. Okay, I don't want you to use landscape. I want you to use portrait. Okay, so we're going to use portrait, and of course, because you're going to draw yourself, right? So it's got to be a portrait, alright? So for this lesson, for the first part, you need a pencil, eraser, and ruler. Ruler is only if you want. If not, it's okay. Alright? Now for pencil, if you're using a pencil like mine, please sharpen them. Okay? Please sharpen them. Don't keep them blunt. It won't be nice. If you're using a mechanical pencil, that's really fine. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to start drawing. Okay, I'm going to start using a picture that I showed you earlier. Remember the lady that had the front and the side view? Okay, I'm going to be using this picture. Alright? Okay, now. Can you all see? I think you all can see, huh? Okay, now I'm going to start by drawing her side view first. Now, your drawing must be big. You do not need to draw your hands. Your shoulders will be enough. Okay, your neck and shoulders. Your hands don't need to draw. Okay, your legs definitely don't need to draw. So what I need you all to do first is around here at the bottom. I want you to draw like that. Okay, this is your shoulder. Alright, then add in your neck. That's it. The top is going to be your face and your hair. Please don't draw hands. I don't want hands. I don't want your legs. It's a portrait of just your face. It's supposed to look like an IC photo. Alright? Okay, so this lady, I'm going to start by drawing her face like that. Remember, it doesn't need to look like her. Okay. Alright, like that. Okay. And then her lips. Chin. Can you all see? Now I'm going to add in her hair. Actually, she's got very nice hair, right? I'm going to add in her hair. If you notice, her hair is actually quite curly at the bottom and straight on the top. So you can add in curls. Okay. And over here also, she's got a center parting. So you can just add in the curls. Don't worry, I know I said no curly lines, but hair is really fine. Try not to use curly lines on the face, okay? Now over here, I'm going to add in her ear because I'm going to follow the side view over here. Okay. And her hair a little bit on the side here. Okay. And then join it like that. Okay. So you have a side view and front view and side view at the same time. I know it looks very weird, but that is the whole point of Cubism, because you're going to push to do weird things. Okay, you cannot always be normal. Alright, sometimes you got to have a little bit funny, funky things. Okay, it's really cool and okay. Now I'm going to add in an eyebrow somewhere around here. Okay, she's got an eyebrow like that, and over here for her regular eyebrow. Okay, alright. Okay, now this eye is going to be looking sideways. Okay, okay, this eye is looking sideways and this eye is looking normal. Okay, in front. Okay, if you're drawing a girl, if you're a girl and you want to draw nice eyelashes, go ahead, because the rest of the part will still be normal. Okay, draw lashes. You got a sharp nose, you can draw a sharp nose. You got a button nose, you can draw a button nose. Okay, now over here I'm just going to draw this part here, and then her lip is already here, but I'm still going to draw another lip here. Why? Because remember the scattered glass, it can actually show your eyes at a few places at the same time, right? So I'm going to draw lips here as well. Okay, now after the drawing, it still looks slightly funny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my geometric lines. Okay, this is the part you all need to pay attention. The geometric lines are actually very easy. Okay, you just need to draw any kind of lines that you want, but they have to be straight like that. Okay, right? You can draw them on your neck as well. Okay, continue. Okay, this is all their probably shirt, right? Okay, that's all. That's it, you're done. Okay, so this is one type of drawing. Okay, and then the other one, you can draw something like this as well. Okay, see, there's many ways to draw, but even then, look at this. Okay, this one is even better. If you don't want to draw shoulders, it's even better. You can just draw the neck, but your picture must be really big. Okay, I don't want small pictures. Okay, now for the coloring, are y'all ready? Okay, I'm going to show you how to do the coloring based on what I'm feeling today. So I'm going to use this picture to color. Now you can use either crayons or color pencils for this portion, and I'm going to be using crayons. Okay, so let's talk about feelings. Okay, when I drew this picture, I drew this yesterday. So when I drew this picture, right, I was actually feeling slightly sleepy, which is why this side my eyes are closed and then this side my eyes are open. Okay, so I was feeling slightly sleepy, and if you notice, my hair looks a little bit like stars, right? Because it was night time already, and I was thinking, oh, I feel so sleepy. Okay, I quickly want to finish this drawing. So this is my drawing of a sleepy self of me. Okay, sleepy side of me. Now, for me, when I think of sleepiness, I actually think of the sky blue, dark blue. So I'm thinking maybe for her face over here on the side, I'm going to use different shades of blue. Okay, so this is the part that you need to look carefully. Okay, I'm going to start with this blue. Do not use black. Okay, for all my art lessons, I always say this. Do not use black. Always start with colors. Black should be the last option that you have. Now please don't color them. Color this drawing of yourself in a normal color. Like don't do like beige colored skin or like brown colored skin, because that will be so normal. Remember, this whole artwork is about being abstract and being unique. Okay, so make it colorful. Put your feelings into it. Okay, don't hesitate. Okay, see, I'm adding some blue tones into one side of the face. Okay, so over here. Alright, okay, and then I'm gonna add in some light blue over here. So do it slowly, carefully. If you notice that I'm drawing straight lines, can you see? Straight lines, okay? Okay, and another light blue, see, straight line. Then you color. Okay, always straight lines, You can have some circular shapes like this. You see my cheeks? Yeah, that's really fine. That's really fine. One or two is fine. Okay, but most of it, keep it angular. Okay, so I'm trying to use a lot of triangles, right? So I'm going to use a little bit of this blue. Okay, this is a really nice blue. Okay. Use this for the ear on this side also. Okay, and then I think I haven't used this blue yet. Have I? No, I have not. Okay, so I use this blue. Okay, don't worry. Okay, just color what you feel. All right, but take time to color what you feel, but don't rush your work. Okay, there's no point rushing your work. For the next 1 hour you're going to be spending time doing this, might as well make it a nice job. All right, okay, I'm gonna add in the last bit of blue over here. then don't worry that your pencil lines are disappearing. Look at my lines, they're all disappearing too. But it's okay because you'll be using black color crayon at the end of the lesson, okay, to bring out. Okay, so I'm done with one side. Okay, this part I really want to color it pink, like a blushing pink. So I'm still going to see. It looks quite nice, right? The pink against the blue. Yeah, it's a nice contrast. Okay, so play with colors, all right? Okay, I'm going to go for a very dark blue over here for her eyebrows. Okay, so this whole part is actually blue. So it's because I was feeling sad, right? I was feeling sleepy. Okay, on this part, I'm gonna, this part you can see I'm more awake, okay, more alive. Okay, I'm gonna be using oranges and yellows for this part. Okay, so I'm gonna start with yellow. Okay, I'm gonna start over here. Okay. Take your time to color. Look at me when I color also. I make sure I don't leave any empty like white patches. Okay, my coloring always fills up the patches. Okay, take your time to color. Don't rush your work. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and color this part. Okay, all right. Okay. In fact, I'm going to use a bit more over here. Okay, over here like that. Okay, so careful when you use yellow because yellow tends to smudge. Okay, so be very careful when you use light colors. Okay, okay, so it's okay. It's all right. Smudging is very normal. Okay, straight line. Straight line. Okay, color. So you can tell the shape that I'm preferring to use is mostly triangles. You can use any shape you want. Okay, what are some shapes that you know that have straight lines? Square, rectangle, okay, triangle, cube, okay. How about there's trapezium, there is octagon. Okay, there's so many shapes. Okay, okay. Okay. Over here, I think I'm gonna go for orange here. Okay, and then a little bit of actually, you know what, I should just color this whole thing. Okay, let's color this whole thing orange. Okay, I'm gonna keep the eyes normal. If not, it's gonna be very the eyes will disappear, right? If I color everything colorful, the eyes, some parts you need to think before you apply the color, like will I make this part disappear, or is this part important to me? So for my drawing, I find that the eye is quite important because it's so big and takes up quite a bit of my face, right? So big, right, the eyes. So if I were to cover it, it will totally defeat the purpose of doing this drawing. So I'm not going to cover my eyes. Okay, now I'm going to just color the last part, which is the eyebrow. And then of course the cheek, the little blush here, okay? And I'm going to do something very cool, or before I forget the ears. Okay, and I'm going to do something very cool. That is, I'm going to color my eyes the color that I used over here. So it shows that I'm happy, but I'm feeling sleepy, okay? So blue. Okay. Okay, for my mouth, I'm going to go for the regular red color because it will contrast with the, I've already used so many bright colors, right? So I'm just going to go for red, okay? Okay, now I'm not going to do the neck or the hair because of time constraint, but I will just show you how to use the black to do outline, okay? So now I'm done with the face. I'm just going to go ahead and outline the hair. Just follow the line that you drew earlier, that's all. Okay, outline the hair. Okay, outline whatever you have drawn. So for my picture, I'm just going to outline the hair. Do you notice that my face is also made of straight lines? Okay, so I'm going to start with the cheeks. Okay, the nose. This side got this line also, right? That separates. Okay. Okay, if you notice that your black is getting dirty like mine, okay, go ahead and clean it. You can use a tissue, okay. Okay, see that? Okay, now I'm going to go to this side. Eyes. Okay, eyebrow. Okay, eyelash. I'm going to color this normal, like a normal pupil color. Okay, there. And then ears. Okay, the ears here. Did I miss out anything? Yes, the mouth. Okay, can you see the difference the black outline does? Immediately the coloring becomes so beautiful. Okay, so that's why I always say don't use black, because black is so powerful and so strong. You should just use it to outline. Try not to use it too much, like minimal amounts like that is okay, but not too much. Okay, I'm just going to add a bit of white here to give like a reflection, you know. Yeah, okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to show you one more picture, just for a close-up of the picture. Okay, can you see? Alright. Okay, and you can do your coloring in so many different ways, okay? Right, look at that. Okay, I hope you have fun. I'll see you later. Bye bye.